Are you live now? What time to speak? Whoever got the stand up. Okay, don't worry with them, man. All right. Shalom, shalom. First and foremost, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakudash. Double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone. Peace and salutations to Allah Akim that is doing the work in sincerity and charity with humiliation all across the four winds. To you, I salute. All right. Today we got a good lesson lineup. Lord willing, we're gonna touch a little bit on the parable of the boiling pot. All right. And over there in Russia, Ukraine, that's the beginning of that. Okay, because as you know, the US, instigating, is the biggest instigator in this Russian Ukrainian war. All right. So yeah, man. So anyhow, as we move. All right.
Yeah, this is an article from Eyewitness News. Over here in our country, the Bahamas. It says the PM Prime Minister. It says national ID card by early 2023. It says the Prime Minister Philip Davis said yesterday that he is eyeing the rollout of a national identification system over the next 10 months, with the distribution of a national identification card in early 2023.
I'll read it again.
It says Prime Minister Philip Davis said yesterday that he is eyeing the rollout of a national identification system over the next 10 months, with the distribution of a national identification card in early 2023.
Right. All right. Now, this national identification card. Okay. Jamaica pretty much already have that rollout over there. So what that's pretty much doing, putting all your basically information onto one card. All right, but we know the ultimate goal is for that all your information as far as your bank records, banking information, medical information, uh what else? NIB, passport, whatever it may be. Police record, driver's license, you know, all of that. All of that's gonna be compacted onto one card. All right, like but the way how Jamaica roll it out, they have it like oh we have like our driver's license, the card is gonna be something like that type of card, or the NIB card is gonna be something like that. But the ultimate goal is to put that in the chip, all right, to put that directly into your right hand or left hand if someone can get a precept from it. You know, Revelation 13. All right. Right.
Okay, this is the book of Revelation 13 and 15.
16, right.
And he calls it all, both small and great, to rich and poor, free and bond, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead.
All right, and that's ultimately what that is. Because when we look up that word mark, all right, that's the charagma. When you go deeper into that word charagma, you're gonna see that everything what they're trying to do with this national identification card, all right, is encompassed within the same word mark, the charagma. All right. So hey, one step closer, man. One step closer. I mean, it take long for them to roll this out here in this country because this guy covered us a long time with Jamaica. You know, so yeah, man, that's beautiful, man. You know, but read on, brother.
It says, Davis, me or Russell?
No, you.
The Davis, who was addressing a digital transformation symposium yesterday, noted that any serious effort to promote a national development must involve the inclusion of the information technology in the public sector. He said,
right. So basically, instead of you gotta go to let's say environmental health to get a letter and then go to the police station to get some type of letter or to go to NIB. See what I said? Basically, all that is that can be basically just one click away.
Right.
'Cause all the system is going to be interconnected.
They have that right now, whereby all these different departments on the one online name. I think it's named Gateway, where they have the different departments. You could just go online and go get if you want to apply for your driver's license, your police record and different things. You go right online. You have everything online. These
That's
different
it.
departments, digital,
Right, John.
everything.
That's it. Everything is moving online.
Right.
All right, and that have to happen. All right. Get more on that.
It says we need all stakeholders to buy into our digital agenda. He said.
See that? Again, he said he calls it all. As a matter of fact, let's look up this word all. Someone could look up that word all. Yeah. God, my sword. All right. Right, John.
Okay.
Since mobile data is turned off, you have to turn on Wi-Fi and connect to a network first.
All right. We're gonna look up that word all. Huh?
All right. This we going in the Blue Letter Bible. It says individually. It says each, every, any, all, the whole, everyone, all things, everything, collectively, some of all types.
Right. Some of all types. Everything, everyone. You understand? So they need everybody. The article says they need all the stakeholders to be on board, right?
Right.
Who you think is the stakeholders? Not only these companies, you as an individual as well. All right. Uh, yeah, let's go back to the article, brother.
It says we consider the creation of a national identification system and digital national identity card as a fundamental to the government's ability to provide government service. It is an essential part of the framework upon which information and communication technology projects can be advanced.
Right. So this is a thing of convenience. All right, and this is what this uh, national identification card does. All right, to make everything smooth and make everything easy. You know, ultimately they want to put this into your arm, into your right hand or left hand.
Hmm.
All right. So you see where this going?
Smooth transition.
Done.
They present it first in the form of a card. Everybody relaxing and accepting.
That's it.
Then eventually it is transcended into a chip.
That's it.
Okay.
All right. And you know, if you take that chip, you know what happening there. You're more on that, brother.
It says Davis noted that his administration will continue to progress towards the digitization of the government department and agencies, advance the cashless payment process for government services, facilitate the fintech revolution, and provide a regulated environment for cryptocurrency and blockchain technology.
Right. Which they all going to be on a digital platform. All right. So man, hey, that's beautiful, man. You know, that's beautiful. We one step out of here, man. One step closer to being out of here. You know, and with everything happening in the earth, this couldn't come at no better time.
God.
See what I said? All right. More on that.
He says, I look forward to the rollout of the NIS, he added, over the next 10 months and the subsequent distribution of the national e-identity card to citizens of the Bahamas in early 2023.
Right. So early next year, all right, that individual NIB card and that what else? That driver's license in the pocket, you know, they're gonna be emerging to one.
Right.
You understand? So it ain't no more you know, going or having an individual driver's license, NIV card. No, all that is gonna be up to date. All right, that's it. Yeah, man. That's on that, brother. All right. But yeah, man. With any of us, we move. All right. That's just a little bit of news of what's happening here in the country as far as pertains to prophecy. All right. Now we're gonna be going into basically the prophecy, of the boiling pot spoken about in the book of Ezekiel. But before we could get into that, I just can give you a backdrop on everything of what's happening, and Lord willing, you get to see the point. Yeah? Right. So before we get into that, of course, you know what's been going on in mainstream media, what's been happening, this week gone. All right. Which that was a big distraction, you know. That's all it was. When Will Smith walk up on stage and slap the shit out Chris Rock. People ain't stopped talking about that yet. But that's a big distraction to keep your mind of the real issue. All right. People get all caught up in all kind of bullshit, with Will and Chris Rock doing shit. All right. So uh, I can I think that was staged as well. Because right after that, you see Chris Rock stand up show sold out. He sold out there for the next couple of months. So I think that was staged.
It's when you look at the Oscars in recent time, they call it now. They think I'm shrink.
The ratings,
The ratings, right? It was low, low, low. How come all of a sudden it's gone so high then?
right, right. But behind all of that, you have something big behind the scenes that's cooking, man. And that's what's cooking is gonna bring a lot of pain. All right. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna go into a headline here. All right. We're gonna go into an article here. Lord willing, it makes a lot of sense. All right. So, buddy, you could just read the headline here for me, please. Yeah. Done. Wonderful.
That line from Business Insider. It says Russia's currency rises following reports Putin will require hostile nations to pay for Russian gas using ruble.
Rubles.
Ruble.
Right. So the ruble spike up. So Russia is basically telling every nation that, hey, look here, we selling our gas and oil in rubles. You see that? So basically, what that is, that's a reverse sanction. Okay, because as you know, Babylon, with their allies, put sanctions on Russia. All right, and that's basically to stop a lot of trades. And because a lot of these nations, they stop do that caused a lot of these nations to stop doing business with Russia. Okay, specifically when I say stop doing business, I mean like stop buying gas and oil. All right, from Russia. And news now is coming out of Germany. Okay, news coming out of Germany because I was watching, the news, last night. Germany basically is about 40 to 42%. You know, their gas supplies what they import from Russia. See what I said? So now, like I say, also you have news coming out that the price of bread in Germany is going to double. All right.
The ruble is Russians digital dollar.
No,
Russian currency.
that's the currency.
Just like how US is American currency, yen is Japanese currency.
Right.
It's the actual
Right.
currency.
Right.
that's what they call it, Russian currency. Ruble.
Right, they call it the rubles.
Oh, times plus 1 ruble. So how you call it the China money yen?
Right.
Times plus 1 ruble used to be about, and $1 used to be about 50
Speak
cents.
up, speak up,
Yeah,
brother.
now the price of that skyrocketed. Now the price of the ruble is going to get even higher because they pegging it to gold. Yeah, gold is
Right.
because gold is actually gold what they pegging it to. And once you peg the gold, you pretty much peg to everything because gold is an actual high value commodity. Yeah. That's something.
And
one
a ruble value.
I have to check it exactly what the price
That's
of one
why
ruble
the
now.
American dollar.
But as it stands, and they don't even try to compare it to the US dollar. To be
Yeah.
honest, because you right now you can't even if you live in America, you can't even trade a ruble to American dollars because of the sanctions.
Right.
You see, so right now everybody in Russia who trading rubles and buying gold in rubles and stocking up on rubles, they got that advantage, and the
Right.
US at a disadvantage because they don't have any access to the ruble. So, for example, if you own an oil company in the US right now and you want to purchase from Russia, either you use gold to purchase rubles to buy fuel, or you buy that fuel directly with gold because they ain't no longer accepting US currency. So you got billions of dollars in US currency, but that ain't no value to them.
Right.
So you in turn have to buy that with gold. So and that in turn can cause your gold stock to be depleted, which means now your actual currency, like how your currency was depicted by how much gold you had, that can impact your currency even harder because now you have less gold to trade with.
They have to resort to other means of fuel, or
Huh?
so they have to resort to other means of fuel.
Exactly.
Maybe
Right.
And I want you to believe Russia is
Alright,
stockpiling
so-
on their gold reserves. They ain't trying to trade out no gold. Everything when they stockpiling their gold, you together you have to pay them in their currency. So
Why the bear can be so powerful? They got not so many natural resources. You know,
Right, right.
natural resources. So
and they feed half
Yeah,
more
yeah.
than half of the world with
that's
beef.
that's the world
Right.
over there. This west side is the joke.
All it is, there's a Salakia, not the Rambalon. You know, there's a saying in a book written by Sun Tzu in the Art of War. It says, once you have the initiative, you keep that. As long as you have the initiative, you stay ahead. Meaning, Russia got the world by the balls. So as long as I keep strong arming them, even though the US trying to bluff saying, well, they ain't near them, eventually they can have to go there. They have to. You see? And Russia got the initiative right now.
Right. So the dollar, the US dollar as we know it, this monetary system is gonna crumble. All right, because like I say, that's a reverse sanction Putin put on the US
Yeah.
and all of their allies. You see, so if you want oil or gas, pay me in rubles.
Not only that, US right now they doing damage control right now. Or they trying to keep the people calm, but right now the US supply of oil is dwindling down. They only got about 30 more days of pure oil reserves. What happens
That's it.
when that run? You can slowly see what they do is it's like the band-aid effect, right?
Yeah, speak up, brother.
It's like the band-aid effect. If somebody has a band-aid on, you just yuck it off, like it's one instant pain and then it stops. But if they slowly peel that off, you peel it all through the process. And right now, what they doing with the people, you see, they instead of just raising the price on everything one time when the people complain, they slowly raise it up, leave it to a level here, let the people get used to it, raise it up a bit more, let people get used to it, drop it down to give them a little bit of comfort, and then spike it up again. That's the game what they playing right now, and the people too ignorant to see it.
Done. Right. All right. You're absolutely right, brother. Like I say, too, you get the price of bread is about to double. All right, in the coming days. Huh? All right, all right.
You know that example what I gave just now, that's like the scripture inside Revelation. Balance being walk. You see the scales being in balance. Because at one point in time, the price of everything used to be in harmony, in sync. Now, it high today, low tomorrow, high today, low tomorrow, the scales go to balance. See if you can bring on that scripture for me, please. I think that's Revelation.
It's the book of Revelation, chapter 6, verse 5. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the beast, I heard the third beast say, "Come and see." And I beheld a black horse, and he that sat upon him, sat on him, had a pair of balance in his hand.
You have to pair of balances. And if the world is in a perfect harmony, the scales would have been balanced. Right now, things sort of whack. But you can never find balance in this world. Not only financially, but even look at how the social structure of things. Look at how relationships is. Look how man's interaction with woman is. Look how man interaction with man is. It's an imbalance. A man ain't never supposed to be attracted to a man in the same way he attracted to a woman. That's an imbalance. A woman never supposed to be attracted to a man the same way she's attracted to a man. That's an imbalance. We inside a world where the balances are off. Financially, economically, spiritually, and in any which way. So, the coming of the Most High is imminent. It's right there. Yeah.
All right. All right, as we move. Right then in Spain, the price of gas double in Spain already. See it right there? All right. And they already start riding. Okay, they already start riding, and there's gonna be a lot of riots and civil unrest, and one of the biggest fire that's gonna soon be light is coming soon. All right, which is what? Jacob trouble. Okay. So the way trade is moving right now, I think that in a matter of weeks, not even Babylon, like the brother was going into. All right. They have what 30 days oil reserves. All right. So in a matter of weeks, not even Babylon is gonna be able to hold off hyperinflation. All right. And we already seeing gas prices go up. Okay, we paying what? $7.25 a gallon for gas. All right. And the community where I live at $7.50. And that's gonna go up. All right, about a month ago, I was further down south. Gas was like what, $8.30 a gallon. All right, down there in Chicago.
It's a double whammy effect,
Done.
because the fuel commodity is stunted, meaning you have a limited amount, right? So that drive the price up. Couple that along with the value of the actual dollar, the value of the dollar is decreasing in value. So that price it's a double whammy.
That's
The
it.
commodity is short and the power of the dollar is weakened.
Right. And then also earlier, I was watching the news with Saudi Arabia, and their leader, he's saying basically, there ain't no way in hell that you could practically, replace all the gas, that the US is using what they exporting from Russia. All right, because again, as we know, Putin say what? Um, you want this gas and oil, you want this energy, pay me in rubles. Ain't no way in the world the US could just replace getting everything, their whole energy with say natural gas.
So I think Putin is a very smart man.
That's it.
Iran, some of those countries that went along, but they gotta come back.
That's it.
They gotta lift those things.
All of this is because
I just
That's it.
it's starting to the Russia's gas program cuts off gas shipments to Europe. That's a developing story.
That's it.
So he's cutting off some of these people that probably agreeing with the eagle.
Right. That's NATO.
Yeah.
And a lot of these people, a lot of these nations, get their energy from Russia. So
That's gonna bring
right, right. See, that's when the nation then wake up and see now that the U.S. is the whore.
Well, what they really have to offer.
My point exactly. You see, so the Most High is steadily damn raising up that skirt.
Yeah.
He exposing it.
The lies and deceit.
Right,
Then I get to whip with a stench. Now it's only goes to see.
right. So Saudi Arabia is saying, man, you can't replace that instantly. That would have to take years because basically the way society runs, it can't wait for that. So the Most High Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushua, he's working behind the scenes, man. And we could now see that things are starting to happen. And now people starting to feel the pain. You understand? We starting to feel the pain and first it's starting in your pocket. Then ultimately it can hit you in your belly. You see what I said? All right. Yeah, man. And we've been prophesying about famine. And the Lord said that these things was gonna happen, man. All right. But we know the scriptures say that the majority of these niggas ain't gonna listen. They ain't gonna listen. That's because they too busy damn looking for some killers from before I was born. You see what I said? Yeah, man. All right. Yeah, man. Okay. They ain't gonna listen. They're gonna hearken into Esau lies and believe Esau lies and shit, man. All right. But now they're gonna feel it. Okay. All right. Starting within our pockets. All right. Let's go back to the article. Let's read that first paragraph, brother.
It says Russia's currency rises.
No, that's wait.
It says Russia's ruble says Russia's beleaguered ruble spiked up against the U.S. dollar Wednesday after news report says Russian President Vladimir Putin wants countries imposing wartime sanctions against it to pay for Russian gas using its currency.
Right. So basically, that's the reverse sanction. You want your energy? Buy it from me. All right, because they get gas and oil can done. You understand? And you have cities, factories, all right, multiple different businesses. How you think they running? How you think they getting powered? All right, and to cut that off, then that's what? The losses these people had feel? That's it.
The most I get the power to the bear.
That's it.
And the bear is gonna bring down. Yeah.
That's it. And these
Bring
things are
down Babylon.
done. And that's prophesied to happen. All right. Read the next paragraph, brother.
It says the ruble climbed as much as 10% against the greenback following the report, trading just above 101 against the dollar. The ruble's value was slumped by more than 20% versus the dollar this year, with investors driving it below a penny after Moscow's attack last month. I have decided to implement a set of measures to transfer payments for our gas supplies to unfriendly countries in Russian ruble.
Right. All right. And that did happen, man. Of course, Russia is going to respond. All right. And they did. All right. That's why the rubles spiked back up. See what I saying? What did it say? 101. The what? Read that piece again.
It says trading just above 101 against the US dollar.
Right. You see that? Never heard about that in history. All right. 101 to the US dollar. Come on, man. So you need 101 Russian ruble for one US dollar. You see that? All right. So the ruble spiked back up. Right now, the ruble is what? The top currency on the earth. That's what they said.
That's the propaganda.
That's propaganda. My point exactly. You see?
Two things things, like two things. One thing about Eagle has conquered. They have teach. They are now we don't know the difference between right and wrong, depending on the description that it fits. And another thing, we don't know the difference between a lie and the truth anymore. No one, my mother, my father, family members, they don't know the truth.
Can.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. So what you see happening right here, that's a game of chess they playing. Tit for tat. They make a move, Russia make a counter move. See that? All right, and when you look at it, the upper echelons over there in Babylon, they ain't surprised at this. All right. So when you see people start to wake up and realize that the economy is collapsing because we've been talking about collapse for a while. All right. This is going to be the moment when you see hyperinflation kick in. All right. And then you're going to see what? High crime levels. Okay. People starting to damn thief, rape, murder. All right. People is going to, and the people that's aware, is going to make moves on these politicians. All right. These leaders because they know the reason why these things happening. All right. So it's basically gonna. You see that if you watch that movie Purge, all right, it's gonna be like a purge out here. See what I saying? Because basically a lot of people, they're gonna lose their jobs, all right, and they ain't gonna not be able to afford certain things no more, certain lifestyle. They can't afford food. Once that get taken away, you know, niggas is gonna turn into straight savages out here. All right. So when y'all get a chance to watch that movie Purge, watch it.
That was based on biblical prophecy.
Done. All right. Let's read the another paragraph about the third
Back in the
paragraph.
article, it says he has given the country's central bank and government officials 1 week to sort out how Moscow will take in ruble payments from gas importers. It says European Union member states and the U.S. have imposed a range of sanctions against Moscow for launching a war against Ukraine on February 24th. The sanctions had essentially cut Moscow off from of, from about of its 640 billion worth of foreign currency reserves.
Right. All right. So, all right. Lucky, let me read that part again.
We'll read again. It says, I have decided to implement a set of measures to transfer payments for our gas supplies to unfriendly countries in Russian rubles.
Right. Okay. So Putin, he's making moves, man. All right. And he's doing what he feels he need to do. All right. He feels like he's doing the right thing, to go against the petrodollar. Okay. In which we seeing that. Okay. And it's good to learn about the petrodollar. All right. And the system and how it works. All right. It's important to get a good understanding, and also to have that knowledge. Okay. Because what's going to happen, you're going to have a lot of people really, they're going to wake up and they're going to start to ask questions, because, that's the way the Most High have it set up. All right. So that the rest of the elect, that's still basically in the win or in the fence, he's going to have them take some losses. All right. That's the only way he could basically, get their attention. All right. So you're still gonna have some elect that's still in the win or in the fence, that still tied to this system as far as having like material possessions and monetary, monies and shit. All right, they holding on to. All right. So another thing is, they still have like different things tied to this world. So a lot of our people is gonna wake up and they're gonna start to ask a lot of questions and see what's going on. All right, Lord willing, they be of that number. Okay, but like the scriptures say, the Most High love his elect. All right, right. Okay, he love his elect. So even if we have to take away these things from them to wake them up, for them to snap out of that, you know, that's what we're gonna do. All right. So what we're gonna do now? We're gonna look up. You could drop that, brother, and let's look up the petrodollar and the system that credited. Okay. Good. Right. Look up the petrodollar. You know, and I like this website because when you read that, it pretty much explains the history of the petrodollar. And how it made America the most powerful currency to date. All right. The brother said he was late.
It says the petrodollars and the system that created it.
Right. Okay. Let's read that first paragraph. Because we ain't gonna go deep in there. Let's read that first paragraph, and it's gonna tell you what the petrodollar is.
The petrodollar is any US dollar paid to oil exporting countries in exchange for oil. The dollar is the preeminent global currency. As a result, most international national transactions, including oil, are priced in dollars. Oil exporting nations receive dollars for their exports, not their own currency.
Right. So the reason why the petrodollar is the most important part of the dollar, is because the petrol is the oil. All right, the energy. All right. And like I stated earlier, when you look at small cities, it can't run off of natural gas alone. It requires a lot of fuel and energy to keep the city and the lights on. Okay, so if you say you want to the cut out oil and replace that with natural gas, well, natural gas ain't gonna be sufficient. Okay, why? Because you ain't have no infrastructure to make that transition from oil to natural gas. So it was never designed like that. All right, it was never designed like that. So society have the collapse. All right, and then on top of that, you have more than half of the people on the earth have to die. All right, that's just how it is. More than half of the people on the planet Earth have to die because of this. Okay, yeah, man, and we know that ultimately that judgment from Yahweh Shem Yahushai, and he's using Esau as his sword. Okay, he's using Esau as his sword to bring about this prophecy. All right, and clearly we could see that today. All right, this is the boiling pot. Okay, this is the boiling pot. All right, yeah, man. So the prophecy of the boiling pot, like I stated. And as you know, Babylon, aka America, is the boiling pot, and it's been boiling for a while. So it was only a matter of time before we get to where we at now. All right. It's basically the perfect storm setting because a lot of people, they lose a lot of things going back to 2020. All right, when this virus was first released. All right. That's when the middle class and the business class, you had a lot of people, they got laid off, and pretty much all of those people, they turned to what? Welfare. You see what I said? And they became what? Welfare recipients. All right. So you have a lot more people that rely on the government and Esau to feed them. All right. And like I say, inflation is going up, famine is rolling in. All right. So if you have a big crisis happening, all right, you will beg for the government and for Esau to save you, you know, and that would be the perfect setup, to usher in, this mark. All right. That's it. Everything coming together. All right. So now, with that being said, you have an idea what the boiling point is. All right. So Let's get Ezekiel chapter 24. Start at verse 4, brother. Yeah.
Okay, Ezekiel chapter 24, starting at verse 4. Gather the pieces thereof into it, even every good piece, the thigh and the shoulder, fill it with the choice bones.
Right. And all of these different pieces is speaking about all these different institutions that's collapsing right before your eyes. All right. Read on, brother.
Take the choice of the flock and burn also the bones under it, and make it boil well, and let them seethe the bones of it therein. Wherefore, thus said the Most High Power, woe to the bloody city, to the port whose scum is therein, and whose scum is not gone out of it.
Right.
Bring it out piece by piece, let no lot fall upon it.
Right. The scum. All right. And what is that nation with the biggest group of damn scumbags, niggas? The nation of Israel. And where they at? The majority are people in Babylon. All right. So this whole prophecy of the boiling pot is speaking about America. All right. Read on. Read the next voice, brother.
Verse 7, Ezekiel 24 and 7. For her blood is in the midst of her. She set it upon the top of a rock. She poured it not upon the ground, to cover it with dust.
Right. So basically, the Most High Power Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, he's taking this place out piece by piece. All right. The Most High, he could have taken this place out a long time ago, but it wasn't time for that. And then what would happen? The port he would have pretty much rushed the port. God. All right. So now looking at this place, at how this place is set up, it's a perfect time, to pull the plug on this damn society. All right. Especially with the monetary system. All right. Done. All right. And a lot of them, that's going to bring about a lot of hurt and pain and a lot of debt. All right. Also, a lot of people is going to turn into savages, which is going to lead to famine. All these is prophesied in the scriptures. Okay. And all this is set up for the 2/3 of you niggas. Okay. Which is going to bring about what? Great terror. All right. And what is that great terror? When you go into that great terror, it's talking about cannibalism. All right. So your sons and your daughters who you love so much, they can be a meal for you. Thus said the Lord. All right. So that's the great fear that's gonna come back. But these niggas, they don't fear the Lord. You understand? They sit there and they talk the most shit. All right. So that being said, let's jump to Isaiah 9 and 19.
Book of Isaiah, chapter 9, verse 19. The wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land of dark, is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of the fire. No man shall spare his brother.
Right. All right. The land is gonna be darkened because the people is gonna be looking for answers and they ain't gonna find none. That's it. Only the man of the Lord is gonna have the answers. All right. Read that again, brother.
Isaiah chapter 9 and 19. To the wrath of the Lord of hosts is the land darkened, and the people shall be as the fuel of fire. No man shall spare his brother.
Right. And that's because chaos is gonna erupt. All right. Because when people is hungry, they don't give a what. You understand? That's it. They say a hungry man is an angry man. All right. Niggas gonna basically turn the damn animals in those days, boy. You understand? All right. Read the next voice, brother.
Verse 20. And he shall snack on the right hand and be hungry, and he shall eat on the left hand, and they shall not be satisfied. They shall eat every man's the flesh of his own uh,
Right. And these things happened to Israel in ancient time, and it's gonna happen again. All right. And on the flip side of that, someone might say, man, how you know you can make it out in that time? You know? How you make it through all of that? But you know, niggas them just for being simple, they gonna ask you something like that. How you know you can make it through that? You know, and my answer to them would be, man, we have faith. You know, we just have one thing to do. That's to come out here and prophesy. You understand? And warn the elect to be prepared for when Yahweh shall return. All right? That's the only thing we was asked to do. And the Lord said, what? He's gonna take care of the rest. I said, so when you see that time come, we can be okay. Lord willing, we be a part of that number.
Done.
All right, let's prove that. Let's get Matthew chapter 9, Salakia chapter 7, let's start chapter 10, let's start at verse 7.
Book of Matthew 10 and 7.
Read from 7 to 9.
And as ye go, preach, saying the kingdom of heaven is at hand.
Right, and that's what we've been doing. We're doing it right now. All right,
Heal the sick, cleanse the lepers,
right, we've been doing that.
raise the dead, cast out devils.
We've been, even even that, my man said a little earlier that he was a devil sometime.
Freely ye have received, freely give.
Right, and we've been doing that and still doing that.
Taking up no offering pan. You know, the Most High give us this wisdom and knowledge freely. You know, and that's how we give it to y'all. Freely.
Right?
Provide neither gold nor silver, nor brass in your purses, nor scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes nor staffs, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
Right. All right. Read verse 9 again, brother.
Provide neither gold nor silver nor brass in your purses.
Right. So the Lord Yahweh Shai is saying, man, don't go up there and try to stack money. All right. The gold and silver, that's a representation of money. All right. So he ain't down with that. Because when that time comes, money can damn be flourishing, and that can't help you. You can't buy salvation with that money, and the Lord own that. See what I said? All right. So someone might be trying to stack money thinking, oh, well, that's how they're going to make it through the crisis that's coming. No, you can make it through the crisis that's coming by the Most High putting the Spirit on you, all right, to lead you and guide you. All right, Lord willing, you be a part of that number because the 2/3 is going to be taken. All right, read the next verse 10.
Nor scrip for your journey, neither two coats, neither shoes, nor yet staves, for the workman is worthy of his meat.
Right. So the Lord Yahweh Shai say, man, well, since you put in the work what I asked you to do, and you do it, and you still doing it, you worthy of your meat. Right? Basically, he's saying, man, he's gonna take care of us. He's gonna handle us. He's gonna handle us. You understand? We ain't have nothing to worry about. He got it. That's basically what he said. All right. And that's where, you know, the faith comes in, man. So we're gonna be taken care of. All right. So when you see that time come, Lord willing, we're gonna be okay. All right.
Got a quick precept. Going into these people who are trusting in this money system. This is Ezekiel 7 and 19. They shall cast their silver in the streets, and their gold shall be removed. Their silver and their gold shall not be able to deliver them the day of the wrath of the Lord. they shall not satisfy their souls, neither fill their bowels, because it is the stumbling block of their iniquity. We see that earlier, I think in the year with those people are which country that was, they cast all their money in the street.
Italy,
Italy.
Italy and Spain and them places.
God, what you think gonna happen also when this society collapse? You know what I mean? All right, all these people are heaping up all this money. The money ain't gonna be no use in time to come. All right, it ain't gonna be no use to you in that time to come. It ain't gonna be able to save you in the day of the Lord's anger. Okay, and it ain't gonna satisfy you. Why? Why? Because the scripture says the stumbling block because of your people iniquity. You're too damn prideful.
God,
All right, you all love the cares of this life. All right, God ain't gonna be able to deliver you in time to come.
God. All right. As we move. So as I was saying, but all that happening in the earth right now. All right. We had some false flag attacks. You could name one or two of them. You had 9/11, and then you supposedly had the German Holocaust. All right. Now you see how that turned out. But now today, it only take one false flag attack to happen to bring this place to its knees. All right. All right. And that need to happen, for for Esau to do the things he need to do. All right. Because why? He wants the citizens to be on his side. He wants the public opinion to be on his side. He wants the transition of the NWO to be as smooth as possible. All right. So when you dealing with the devil, he want to do what he want to do. All right. And he knows that his subjects isn't gonna just lay down dead and accept it. All right. So he have to do what those magicians do. All right. Which the devil, he love you looking at his right hand, and then he have the magic going on in his left hand. That's how he saw us do it. Okay. For example, like I say with 9/11. All right. Everybody know who been behind 9/11 attack. They own people. And what that did was what? Let's play on the minds of those people, when they start to damn get patriotic and shit. You understand? You understand? Right. Yeah, man. So like I say, he love the magic going on in his right man. He love you looking at his left hand and have the magic going on, man, on in his right hand. All right. So what Esau does, man, he do that shit using false flag attacks. All right. Just like I stated earlier, what happened with Germany and what happened with 9/11. All right. And it's gonna happen again, Lord willing. This is the last time it happened because these things are prophesied in the scriptures have to come to pass. All right, and we're gonna prove it. Lord willing, this be edifying. Let's get the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2. Let's start at verse 3. All right. Yeah,
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry.
Right. So now we are at the point where certain prophecies have to come to pass. All right. But we're waiting on certain prophecy. All right. So we know that it's time. All right. We know that there's nothing else to do. But certain things have to happen. All right. So that we could move to the next phase, and usher in the new kingdom, which is the kingdom of heaven. All right. So we know something have to happen because through the spirit, and following the scriptures, we know that a point in history, where things have to happen. All right. In second Ezra, the 9th chapter, back that up. And not just that, we've been living here, all right, behind enemies' lines, all right, in Esau damn kingdom. All right. As a matter of fact, forget living behind the damn enemy lines. All right, now just go up and Google and look up in history, and you'll see what I'm talking about with the 9/11 and with the so-called Holocaust over there in Germany. All right, all right. With these false flags, when you go in behind that, that's basically a political tool that Esau uses. All right, and we know that. That's why Esau hates us, man. All right, and we're gonna expose the things what he's planning to do before he actually do it. All right, let's get Second Corinthians 2:11. We're gonna expose everything.
Book of Second Corinthians chapter 2, verse 11. Lest Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
Done. All right. So for Esau to sell his lies, we ain't trying to damn buy into his lies. All right. He gonna fool us. All right. So when you go when he go and he do his false flag attacks, it has to be conducive and attacking the man of the Lord at the same time. Because what? Everything we see what happen, we bring it out through the scriptures, through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shem Yahushai. All right. Let me give you a small example of that. Okay. We talk about, the smart blood versus the pure blood. Now everything coming down on one level. You have the people who damn have the smart blood. They saying, oh man, they should have waited. Because guess what? The same privilege they have, the pure blood have today. You see what I said?
Hold yourself.
Man, and we stand that's the spirit that guess what? We stand up right in the same location. We say the same thing. You see that?
But people have the nerve to say, what, that's going to happen. Every week we tell them by just trusting y'all about Shem Yahushai.
That's
We
it.
been tell them this is going to happen, they ain't listen.
That's it.
They want to believe the enemy, man.
Yeah.
They want to trust the enemy. The Bible tell you never trust the enemy.
Right on that same note, my work group, they say, man, they made the comment, well, nobody knows what's going to happen. Right away, I say, bullshit. They scroll up, I find the choice, I see ya, and I tell you what's going to happen. Nobody got to say nothing. They couldn't say shit.
Man, they didn't believe you. They believe he saw lies.
The lie, just like that was said.
Done.
The truth is the lie, and the lie is the truth.
Done. All right. So that's why I say, man, with Esau false flag attack, that have to be conducive in attacking the man of the Lord at the same time. All right. So this devil is going to use Salaki. This devil is going to bring down holy hell on us. All right. He's going to bring down holy hell on us, man. That's what the false flag is designed to do. You see what I said? Can this is designed for the average niggas. So when they see the false flag attack happen, all right, like I said, they're gonna damn start to show their patriotism and shit, man. All right, they can start to run hard and being filled with hate. All right, then they're gonna want justice. You understand? You talk to any damn American but Ben Laden. What's the response? And that time Ben Laden ain't had a shit to do with 9/11. I telling you, that's false flag attack. All right. And you see those Americans over there, they stand up and they wanted damn justice. You see what I said? And that's what that false flag event was to do, to get the public, the citizens on his side. See what I said? To get the support of the people. And anything that he said, it happened. All right. And the Germans, they basically revamped their whole constitution. You could look all this information up. All right. They was like, oh man, look what happened to our building. You want that to happen again? See what I said? All right. They feel something in them. They felt like, you know, they felt like their country or their state was under attack. And who do it? Their own citizens. See what I said? So that's how this devil is working. So when you see shit happen now, you gotta really examine that, boy. All right. That's it. You gotta really examine that. All right. So their citizens, with Germany, their citizens throw their full support, behind the German war machine. Now, the only thing that's different in our time, we have the internet. See what I'm saying? Because you're gonna have people right when that false flag attack happened. You're gonna have people, reporting on it right after it happened. See what I'm saying? All right. So basically, this devil is gonna be exposed, for the things he been doing for all these years. All right. And the thing about it is, you still have a lot of people buying into his lies. All right. Look at what happened with Chris Rock and Will Smith. People been all over that. They eat that up. You see what I said? They can show the camera at all different angles. So the fall flag event is going to be the same thing. That's up. That's up.
No, I just screenshot uh that word for false flag.
All right.
It says a horrific stage event blamed on a political enemy and used as a pretext to start a war or enact draconian laws in the name of national security.
That's it. And that's what that's what the so-called Americans is going to do with Russia. Watch out. Watch out for it. See what I said? When Joe Biden clearly coming out and telling you, all right, that he know this sanction is going to cause famine. All right, that this sanction is going to destroy the economy.
And they can blame also Russia, you know what I mean, with these ongoing cyber attacks too.
That's it. That's it.
Kind of issue. You see that they often with that.
Speak up.
Yeah, some concern with Walt Disney and then homosexuality and transgenderism amongst the kids and whatnot. That's being promoted and whatnot, and like, all of these things they have to address and deal with. You know, that's being pushed among the school kids and whatnot, right, by Walt Disney and whatnot.
Is it can? All right. All right. Speak up, brother.
Said several days ago, they call it fake president. I don't know why. Fake President Joe Biden called for regime change. Called for a regime change in Russia, practically begging Russia's military generals to move Putin from power. But that doesn't happen. What's happening instead is that America's intelligence community generals are now moving against Sleepy Joe.
Well, you got to read that over, man. You got to read that over, brother.
This natural news. So several days ago, fake President Joe Biden called for regime change in Russia, practically begging Russia's military generals to remove Putin from power. But that hasn't not happened. What's happening instead is that America's intelligence community, the generals, are now moving against Sleepy Joe.
Yeah, because man, this damn Sleepy Joe too weak. The more man, he doting, man. He doting.
Yeah, Joe Moses is probably he going making it.
The intelligence community had come to realization that if they didn't stop Biden accelerating the destruction of America, they would all be wiped out as America.
That's it. That's what we talking about. Collapse, right? Okay. You understand? All right. And they can blame that. They can blame that on Putin.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So me speaking as a man, a false flag event have to happen. You understand? For them to try and get some type of control.
That's the stage, boy.
John, that's a beautiful flag, brother. You know, that's it. All right. Let's get Isaiah 57 and verse 4, brother.
The book of Isaiah, chapter 57, verse 4. Against whom do ye sport? Yourselves against whom? Against whom make ye wise?
Salakia, Psalms. Salakia, Psalms 57 and 4.
The book of Psalm chapter 57, verse 4. My soul is among lions, and I lie even among them that are set on fire, even the sons of men, whose teeth are spears and arrows, and their tongues a sharp sword.
Right. Now, somebody could turn their tongue into a sharp sword. You know who that is? You know? So when you see Esau use his tongue is turned into a sharp sword. You know? Let me give you an example of that, right? Uh, this American defense minister or something like that, you know, he was asked about Russia. You know, they're trying to contact Russia. You see, I guess me speaking as a man, like the brother brought out earlier, you know, America have what about 30 days oil supply. So you ain't seen nothing yet. So watch as time go on. What the shit they can be talking as time go on.
I watch brothers carry around with fucking drilling people's tank and drilling the gas out to the tank while this was happening in America.
Yeah.
That's all generally.
Yeah.
Right now, they don't have to do that. But anyway, because they do right now.
Like Rick said, father, all of that is a part of their pioneer, I guess.
Yeah.
Because remember when the riots was going on, they was putting bricks in place for people to break places up. You know what I'm saying? So all of it is by design. They have their
Yeah.
people to go and do those things. Remember when they was when the C-1 first come out, they had people they had people lying off body bags, things saying all these dead body, all this was empty bags. See, and they said that the hospitals is empty.
Someone
Was
moved.
packed.
Remember, someone moved.
Yeah, exactly. They say the hospital was packed. When actual video of the hospital going, the hospital is empty. So it's all by media design. The media does these things for sick propaganda.
Yeah, and that's Esau turning his tongue into a sword.
Yeah, it's man when it does is right, they people come on, they do not afraid about validity. And then, all of that. Wait a minute, man, hold on. You know, we about this thing, you all going to get into this politics and being on that. You know, we about this.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you doing all kind of studying and you know,
Yeah.
but
You see the month of May roll around, that could be every month.
Yeah.
That's when shit.
September.
Done. Done. All right. So after you see Esau get his tongue off on us, the man of the Lord, all right, the whole world, you know, is going to literally want to put their hands on us. Yeah. But it's all set up through the Spirit. The scripture says what? Whose teeth are spears and arrows, right? With that's going into it's going into this man's military. All right, it's law enforcement. You know, so it's gonna be uphill battle. You know, that could be pretty much like you liken into a valley climbing up the hill, climbing up the mountain. All right. And there are times, and these are times we living in. All right. So when the scripture says when we line up these scriptures properly, when you go from precept to precept, all right, you pretty much can line up all the players and characters and actors in the modern times. That's why we could pinpoint exactly who's who. All right, through the precepts. All right, so from there, let's get Proverbs 29:12. All
Book of
right,
Proverbs, chapter 29 and
yeah,
12. Book of Proverbs 29 and 12. It reads, if a ruler hearken to lies, all his servants are wicked.
right. If a ruler hearken unto lies, all of his servants is wicked. So this false flag, basically, all these politicians and these key positions in government, you know, they're gonna accept what Esau threw at them. All right, they're gonna accept it. You know why? Because they are all his servants. All right, they all are wicked according to the scriptures. See, all right, they all are wicked. All right, according to the scriptures. All right, they're just gonna accept it. These lies that Esau is gonna put out there, they're gonna accept it. All right, they're just gonna listen to those lies. You know, and what they're gonna do? What they're gonna do? They're gonna pass laws. All right, to catch and to kill the man of the Lord. That's it. All right, and a lot of this devil's servants, all right, are basically soldiers and shit. All right, this law enforcement. Right, the man fucking even regular citizens. All right, they're gonna try to kill us, the man of the Lord, man. All right, basically, and they're gonna try and do all that just based off a lie. All right, and that's what Esau wants, man. That's what he wants to do because he think he's the spiritual power. You see, you got Revelation 18:3. All right, Revelation 18:3.
Revelation chapter 18, verse 3. For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication, and the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of the earth have waxed rich through the abundance of her delicacies.
Right. All right. So the same way all the world follow America, it's gonna be the same way all the world follow America with these false flag attacks. So there ain't just gonna be one false flag attack in Babylon. This is gonna be all over the world. All right. They're gonna buy into that. All right, and they're gonna hate the man of the Lord. Okay. All right, and that's because they're gonna have incentive to hate us. All right. We're supposed to be the ruling class people, but we're gonna get our rightful place back. And we're gonna rule in righteousness, man. All right. So that's one false flag attack away, and we out of here. Let's grab Proverbs 14:15, brother.
Proverbs chapter 14 and 15.
14 and 15. The simple believe it every word, but the prudent man looketh well to his going.
Right. So when this false flag attack happen, your average nigga is gonna believe it, man. All right, he's gonna pick up his gun and he's gonna damn go in the spirit of being a patriot. See what I'm saying? He's gonna damn basically be in the spirit of guerrilla warfare, man, and in the spirit of civil war. He feel like, oh, we being attacked, so you gotta do what he gotta do. You see? He's gonna be in that spirit based off a lie. Okay? Because when you look at it, Jake don't take the time to look up nothing, man. He just go off of hearsay. See what I said?
What?
Yeah, right. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's it. But our people, they don't look into nothing.
That Trump is that.
That's it. All right. Proverbs 13:14. 13, 14.
Book of Proverbs, chapter 30, and verse 14. There's a generation whose feet are a sword, and their jaw teeth as knives to devour the poor from off the earth, and the needy from among men.
Right. So that's going into this damn devil's military. And guess what? He's gonna get it in on you niggas. All right? You can call yourself bad man. Lucky if you do kill it. Well, you could have an army, you kill it. All right? And they're gonna be listening to their damn God, Esau. And they're gonna believe everything he say. All right? He's gonna devour the poor. The poor is speaking about you niggas. All right? With that being said, let's get second address 16 and 71.
Yeah, let's take it over.
You know, that's to bob that up. All right? Because, like I say, this devil, he's going to damn be carrying out his laws. And he's going to chase after you. And you're going to be a low level man. All right? And it's a lot, right? And on top of that, he's going to be very passionate about killing you. He can take pleasure in killing you, but that's how Esau get down. All right? Let's bob that up. Bring it out, brother. Second address 1671.
This is the book of Second Ezra, chapter 16, verse 71. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Most High.
Right. All right. So they're going to have their eyes locked in on you, boy. Understand? And the way the world is right now, the world is going to be broken in that time. All right. People is damn going to lose it. All right. When you see shit start to get together slowly, then what? Job 5 and 12 is going to come into place. All right. That's it. So this devil, he's going to take his time and he's going to be passionate and killing you niggas, taking you niggas out. Yeah, and this is all based off of one false flag event. All right. Let's get this last precept, Job 5 and 12.
This is the book of Job, chapter 5, and verse 12. He disappointed the devices of the crafty, so that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
Right. So the Most High Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, all right, he's going to shut that shit down, man, and he's going to expose the lies. All right. And he's doing that right now as we speak. All right. So, Lord willing, that was edifying.
Come on. Beautiful lesson as always, Akim. You know, I had a brief lesson I wanted to touch on, pretty much an exhortation. You know, we in them times now, whereas our faith will be tried. You know, we in them times now as, you know, things getting harder. But at the end of the day, we know we have to put our trust in the Most High Power, Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. Because at the end of the day, you know, gold and silver ain't gonna save us. You know, your guns ain't gonna save you. Having a carnal mindset ain't gonna save you neither. You see? We in them times now, whereas being our brother's keeper is a pivotal thing as well. You know, because even when it comes down to helping, right? If you have an abundance of commodities or whatever, you know, it ain't doing no good just storing it up, and your brother there has to do of it. You see, we have to make that we have to make that, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? We got to make that a priority, per se. You know, because that's how Yahweh Bashem Yahushai makes it a priority to protect us in these times where we in now. We have to make it a priority to watch out for our brothers as well, to be our brother's keeper. You see, right now, some of us don't know how, you know, some of us don't know how we can pay, you know, this bill. Some of us don't know how we can get food. Some of us don't know how we can pay, you know, rent. Some of us don't know how you can get pay for a medical bill or somewhat or so forth.
Yeah.
But We don't know how it can happen, but we know we can get it done through Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. You see? But we have to have that faith and that trust in him, right? Being in this truth, you know, walk in the park.
Yeah.
You can't just say you in this truth. You can't just say you following the commandments of the Lord. No, you can't fool the Lord like that. You have to prove that. You see what I'm saying? You have to prove that there.
Yeah.
You say, man. Stop now. You got somewhere to go. You got somewhere to go. All right, then. You can go and just say I want to do this, you have to trust in the Most High and believe in them, because again, when you inside this truth, it ain't no walk in the park. You can't just say you about this. You have to be about this.
Yeah.
When we follow the precept in Sirach chapter 2 and verse 1, it say, "My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation." So what that telling you? Whenever you walk into this truth, whenever you hear the true words of the Most High Power, you have to prepare your soul for temptation. You have to prepare your soul to encounter all type of hardship. You may have been a person, you making thousands of dollars. You used to getting the best jobs. You used to wearing all the nice things, having all the nice cars, having all the gals. See what I'm saying? When you come into this truth, you have to understand you have to prepare your soul for temptation, because the Most High can take all that away from you to try you. That's how gold is tried in the fire. You see, when you think of the fire of adversity, you see, when the Most High, when you purifying gold that's heated up inside a furnace, you see what I'm saying? And then all the impurities from that gold is taken away. Now imagine that you as a man, you think that process is a walk in the park? It ain't gonna be a walk in the park, because wait, we have days where as we come across, because the scripture says we fight not against flesh and blood, but against spirits and principalities, right? May have some days where as you come across a demon where your woman have a demon on her, your brethren have a demon on them, your workplace got demons all around you, right? They coming at you with some sideways garbage, and you have to constantly stay inside the spirit, because they coming to try you. You see, all of that is the part of purging out that impurities out of you. But if you don't stick inside these scriptures, if you don't follow the words and keep the commandments of the Lord, any little side thing where they come to you with, you can buckle to that and you find yourself right inside iniquity. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You may find one girl, nice looking girl, shapely and everything, ready to give you the canino. But you find out she got a man. So now you have two choices. You go and you beat that girl, you do what you got to do with her and commit adultery, which is a sin unto death, because Leviticus 20 and 10 clearly tells you what that is. Bring that up from her. Clearly tells you what that is. Or you think with your mind, with the correct mind, think upon the commandments, and understand that's adultery, and don't bother with it. Because I guarantee you, and it's been proven to me, when you turn them down, you don't fool with no one. We got no man. When you turn them down, I guarantee you the Most High can send another one for you. Bring that up, Mark.
The book of Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committed adultery with another man's wife, even he that committed adultery with his neighbor's wife, the adulterer and the adulteress shall surely be put to death.
Done. See, that's for little edification's sake. A lot of people don't understand what adultery is, so I can break it down real quick. If you, as a single man, you have sex with a single woman, that is not adultery. But technically, according to scripture, that she becomes your wife. Right. If you, as a single man, have sex with a woman that has a husband or boyfriend or dealing with somebody, that is adultery. Right? If you, as a married man, has sex with a married woman, that is adultery. If you, as a married man, has sex with a single woman who don't have no boyfriend or no husband, that is not adultery. If a woman who is single has sex with a single man, that is not adultery on her behalf, but she becomes his husband. His wife. Salakia, slip of the tongue. If you, as a married woman, have sexual intercourse with anybody other than your husband, that is adultery, a sin punishable by death. If you, as a single man or married man, you go there and you find a harlot, meaning a woman who is self-cunning, and you buy that, technically, according to the scripture, ain't nothing wrong with that because Samson buy Kani and Judah buy Kani. You see what I'm saying? But a lot of people don't understand, and a lot of people say, oh, he's speaking harsh with the Bible inside his hand. So I may be rude in speech with not knowledge.
Right. Also, the scriptures tell you too. You know, like when you go and you take a wife, you actually pay that.
The dowry to
Right.
father. You see? And technically, he ain't really nobody doing that these days, but because we
Yeah.
inside an adulterous generation anyway.
We are in a system or a law that's under, that's run by the enemy of God, by the white man.
Done.
Okay.
So when we go back to the book of Sirach chapter 2, right? We can start verse 2. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Scripture say you have to constantly endure all the hardship that you go into, but you could just get paid, right? Let's say you just get a large lump sum of money. Next thing you hear knocking inside the car. But I say all that time your car was working fine, right? When you did nothing, as soon as you get some money, your car start knocking. Mother flip, you gotta fix that. Next thing you know, a pipe burst inside the house, you gotta fix that. You find out the cupboard empty, you gotta buy that. Next thing come around, another bill. You see? Because at the end of the day, scripture tell you the most I just give you enough to get by the day. You see what I'm saying?
So he a curse with a curse.
There you go. And that's the punishment we got. That's how we know we as the Lord chosen people, because the most I say he chasteneth those who he love.
Right.
And the most I ain't, if you ain't going through something, you gotta check yourself. You see? When you think about it, who got all the nice things in the world? And then what the white
Right.
man is?
Right, because the white man is the devil the Bible speak about.
Done. But let me tell
You
you.
ain't know that thing. It's a lie.
Exactly. Go ahead, man.
Yeah, man, the white man is the devil the Bible speak about, man. You know? I'm gonna ask you something, right? If I ask you what's your nationality, I know you can tell me Bahamian, right? But if I ask you what the word Bahamian means, you can't tell me. The word Bahamian means subject to the queen. See what I saying? So basically, we slaves. See what I saying? And the Bible tells us that. All right. You can get Deuteronomy 28.
Deuteronomy 28.
28, the last verse.
28.
Right.
Book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. Okay.
But we all had to come from somewhere, right?
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships. By the way thereof I spake unto thee. Thou shalt see it no more again, and there ye shall be sold unto your enemies for bondmen and bondwomen.
Right.
And no man shall buy you.
Right. Slave man, when it says bond man and bond woman, it says slave. Slave man, slave woman. All right. So we those same people who've been in Egypt, man. You know the story about Moses and the Israelites. Yeah, man. He was an Israelite too, you know. You know that? All right, then.
And to prove that too, you see what he got inside him out? Gold, right? That's how Solomon was too, boy.
Yeah.
He had gold inside him out, he had gold in his head, he was decked right out. We like the best things. And guess what? The white man got all the best things like Baruch make them. You see what I'm saying? That's what the God is the salt of the earth, right? He's the peacemaker.
That's it.
The white man got war inside there. How they get everything what they get? Yeah, they kill for it.
Yeah.
But how we get the things what we get?
Right.
The Lord get them to us through the, you see what I'm saying?
We are God people.
Understand? You
That's it.
understand? And you go into John 3:16 where it say, for God to love the world, he ain't speaking about everybody. He's speaking about us. See what I'm saying?
No,
See? It says just rock 2 and 3. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. Whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a lower state. That lower state is when you go into your hardship, when you at your lowest point. See, the plenty times where I come from growing up, whenever you was at that lower state, anything goes. See, but you come into the truth, you have to realize, say you did, you don't do. If I choose the left hand, which is iniquity, I may get something quick, but I was lost. You see what I'm saying? But if I choose the right way, which is righteousness, it can take me a little longer. I can not the bottom a little harder, but when I get it, it can last me a lot longer. You You know what I'm saying? Exactly. Nothing would often ever come easy, especially with this truth. You know what it is to turn from being able having like 2, 3, 4 gals a day. You know, they throw my stock some money inside my pocket. The freaking just barely making it. But it may to the average person be like, but you crazy? Why would you turn from that? Because this gives me more than I ever had inside the world. See what I'm
Right.
saying?
That's true faith. You know, what the scripture tells us, true faith, Moses refused to be
Refused to
called
be
the son of
son of
Pharaoh's
Pharaoh.
daughter. Right?
God. You see? This-
Right, and Salakia, right, and so that shit with that movie, but being the prince of Egypt, that shit, he had all the riches of Egypt. You see what he do? He leave all of that and walk with his people.
Take that to be considered people and Israelite.
Right? Even the Lord Yahweh Shai, who the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ. Man, he was rich, but yet he didn't have no place to lay his head.
He was homeless.
That's it.
The Lord was homeless.
That's it. He's relying on the goodwill of people.
Yep. There you go.
He's in the upper and the door.
Yeah, man.
It's Sirach 2 and 7, right? It says, ye that fear the Lord, wait for his mercy, and go not aside, lest he fall. Again, going back into those choices. You take the left one, you get it now, but it can cost you later. It was righteousness. Whereas it can cost you can have to work for it, but it can be better off in the last end. You see? Which 9 says, ye that fear the Lord, hope for good and for everlasting joy and mercy. Now this verse 10, listen carefully now. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was forsaken and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that call upon his name? When we call upon the name of the Lord, he always deliver for us.
That's it.
Remember when this pandemic first come around? We the one wine, right? We the one rum. Ain't nobody had no rum around here. We had it in abundance. Nobody could have find food. We had it in abundance.
Behold, my servant shall eat
You my
and
servant
drink.
shall eat. Man, and right here, we've been right on this corner, right there by that lamp pole. We tell people this thing was about to go down. Nobody listen to us, you know. A month later, lockdown. When the lockdown happened, you ever had to stay home?
No,
As much as we go on the road, not one police stop us. Not one.
that's it.
When they started to travel, when you had to take that thing inside, you know that
Yeah.
never happened. Never. You see, when that shot come around, nobody take that. And see, I come back around, everybody will take that.
Sorry, they did good now.
They sorry they take that. You know what I'm saying? But I mean,
I just wanted to but the end of it.
yeah, but you know,
Take that
the
job,
shot
but-
still remains.
Yeah. I have to take care of my children. It's good.
And that got a lot of people remember the story with Lot, right? Remember Lot when Moses tell him don't look back, right? He wife look back. He turn back to his wife? No.
No, you didn't.
He keep going, right? You think he didn't say inside here, I'm gonna flip my wife. It don't even cross his mind because the Lord tell him go. So let me ask you this. The scripture inside Matthew, I think it's Matthew chapter 10. It says, he that loveth mother or father more than me is not fit to follow me, right?
Right, son or daughter. That's it.
God, or whoever loves his son or daughter more than me is not fit to follow me. Yeah, you love your family because all of us over here got family. You
Right.
love your family, right?
Yeah,
At the
man,
end of the day, the
Salakia,
word of
right?
the Lord trump all of that.
Right, Salaki, they man, like, they literally hate them or nothing like that. You know, all he's saying, that put him above the family. You know, got it.
You know, when you jump down to verse 12, right? The Sirach 12, Sirach 2 and 12, it say, woe be to the fearful hearts and faint hands, and the sinner that goeth 2 ways. So if you're the person who you don't trust in the Lord, or you say you trust in the Lord and you still got that doubt, scripture say, woe unto you, man, destruction unto you. That's why you saying you trust in the Lord, but you actually don't. You gotta be in this wholeheartedly, but see? And a lot of people, a lot of these pastors is be preaching that the Lord is all love, man. You know, when he come back, he giving no cup and bag and all this bullshit. That bullshit, that's just what it is, bullshit. The Lord, so when he come back, he's a man of war. He coming back with destruction, man. Coming back to kill. He ain't coming back giving no cup and bag again.
Come out the Bible.
He's coming back to do. He come back when he start doing he killing, he can be ringing the blood out of the bed.
Yeah.
You see?
Be fair up.
Fair
That's
up
it. The
exactly.
scripture said the slain of the Lord shall be many.
Man, and heaven not meet you as a man.
That's it. People see us out here. We ain't no fighting Christians. Scripture tells us that Genesis 15 and 3, the Lord is a man of war, and the Lord is his name. So if he's a man of war, you think his service is going to be. You understand? Huh?
See, and a lot of people don't realize, right? Every last one of us come from a background with history. Each and every from all walks of life. You have freaking, you have gamblers, you have thieves, you have womanizers, you have, but you have right just and just right here. Now imagine the brothers them all across the world. You see, the most I ain't choose no little soft little sissy little niggas and over. Shoot, exactly.
Choose all the niggas that moves to
Austere men.
Yeah, man.
See what they saying? That's why we understand what it is to come from that
Yeah.
and to turn from that.
Turn around.
See what they saying? Man, one of the Lord, one of your disciples is gonna.
Yeah. But Peter was short of
Yeah,
patient
there
back.
you go. That's Salakia.
All right, Paul. Paul was a straight up killer. You understand? Paul aiming into that long talking.
Cut you one shot.
That's
Man,
it.
even David.
King David.
Who killed more than David?
Yeah.
See what they saying? And his mighty men.
That's
Ain't the
it.
niggas that with David had fallen behind with their progressive. But you killers behind him.
You know, Samson.
Yeah.
See that?
Exodus 15, he said, the Lord is a man of war.
Okay. The Lord is his name. Yahweh is his name. Not Jesus. Honestly.
There's Jesus in this image they show, they portray to you in the Christian church, all that is pagan and false. Okay? That's the white man image and doctrine they give us. But the white man happens to be the enemy of God. And it tells you that in Deuteronomy 28 and 68, he said you should be sold unto your enemies for born men and born women. Okay? And if you read in Malachi chapter 1, verse 2, he said, Jacob I love, but Esau I hate. The white man is a descendant of Esau. We are descendants of Jacob.
Yeah.
And see, they are referred to as the wicked in the Bible. Okay? See, the earth, and Job chapter 9, verse 24 tell you, says the earth is given into the hands of the wicked. They cover the faces of the judges thereof. Okay? If not, where and who is he? Okay? The white man is the wicked and evil on earth. Even when the Most High was tempted by the devil, that was Esau. That was, okay? He took him up on a high mountain and showed him all the kingdom of the world, even up to today. Say, all these I will give to you because it was given into my hand. The world was given to his hand from the time of the creation. Okay? You had the Grecian Empire, and then after the Grecian was the Roman Empire. The Most High was born during the time of the Roman. So the white man has already gained control and ownership of the world before the Most High came on this earth. So he had rulership. So he told Christ he would give this to him because it was given unto him. It was given into his authority. And he still have this into his authority today. The white man still running this world. And still, okay, this is their kingdom. And when this kingdom ends, okay, it will be our turn. Because as second Ezra chapter 6 verse 7 said that Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follows.
Jacob is up.
We are Jacob, we are Israel. We are the Israelite. Jacob's name was changed to Israel.
So at the end of the day, like the brother was saying, when the Lord turned on the riches of his world, that's like unto us turning away from iniquity. See what they saying? Because we could have all that winter around here, man. But we turn it down. That's why. This
because we got next. The kingdom is ours. And you see this world is already began to crumble because it started with Ukraine. Ukraine right now is being destroyed and tumbled down. Okay, that is this kingdom. That is an empire coming to an end. We are the end of this empire, of this kingdom. We got next. Okay, we got next. We gonna be pulling up here in a big yacht and then
Yacht.
put
You got a chariot, what? Yacht. Ain't gonna be no yacht.
Everything.
Ain't gonna be no yacht. Ain't gonna be no cars in our kingdom, but
So and you read the scripture here, right, brother? This is Rock 27 and verse 1. It says, many have sinned for a small matter. He that seeketh for abundance will turn his eyes away. As a nail sticketh fast between the joinings of the stone, so that sin stick close between buying and selling. Unless a man hold himself diligently in the fear of the Lord, his house shall soon be overthrown. You know what I'm saying? So you have to fear the Lord and keep his commandments in order for you to even stand a chance of making it inside this soon to be done with. You see, gun when Jacob trouble come around, ain't no gun can save you.
That's it. The baddest man you know is gonna bitch up in that day, but he ain't gonna be no bad man. He's gonna be a little bitch. That's how the scripture describe it.
It's another precept. Deuteronomy 28 and 64. The Lord will scatter thee among all the people from one end of the earth into the other. This happened during slavery. We were scattered to all the four corners of the earth. Okay? And he said, and there you should serve other gods, which neither thou nor thy father have known, even of wood and stone.
Right.
Which religion has the God of the cross? Wood, Christianity. Stone is the Islamic faith. This is in the Bible. Okay? He said, and the Lord shall scatter thee among the four corners of the earth. This is what Moses told Israel. Okay? That you are okay? From one people, from one end of the earth into the other, and thou shalt serve other gods, thou shalt be part of people of wood and stone. And here, it says that the Lord should bring you into Egypt again, which Egypt means slavery of bondage. Okay? And therefore I speak unto thee, thou shalt see them more again. And then you should be sold to your enemies, for born men and born women. The white man is our enemy. We will be sold to the white man and what else? Okay? You read it now, maybe true. Tell you, keep not thy silence, O God, and hold of thy peace. Still for lo, thine enemies make a tumult. They that hate thee have lifted up their head. They have taken counsel against thy people, against thy hidden one. They come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more remembered. Okay? They are conferred against me. They form a confederacy against the children of Israel. Okay? And you also know that the Bible was only given to one nation. Psalm 147, verse 19. They show this word and okay? So we are the Israelites. So yeah, Psalm 147, verse 19. He showed his word and his statute and his judgment, his law and his judgment, and the judgment for breaking his law unto Israel. He has not dealt so with any other nation. So they are not even supposed to have the Bible. Psalm chapter 3. The Bible said, but unto the wicked, said, what hast thou to do to destroy my statutes? But thou didst not my glory in his mouth. They supposed to have this Bible. Okay? Yeah? But unto the wicked, God said, what hast thou to destroy my statutes? But thou didst not make my mouth. See down here, this is the Bible, the word of God. Hey.
That's it.
That's
Milk.
So, you ever any questions what you wanted to ask the pastor now?
In the church? I do.
Now, this you in church right now?
Yeah. This is the first time I be in the church in Massey in here. That's the first time I saw. I don't listen to them people.
Yeah, so you call them
The pastor put his hand on my head once. He did air condition. I started sweating and I said, you know what? I don't need to come here no.
on a hobo channel which they got on the garbage.
And from ever since then, God also me. I don't know break that, bro. Everybody in the settlement I know. My neck that being breaking down supposed to be in there. I should be. The rocks God.
Mercy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You see? But that church thing, I don't do that.
We always go there when you got your question, just ask somebody.
Yeah, but
Yeah, you saying?
I rather come out and listen to the people who talk and who been through it all and who know it all, you see? So I go to church and listen to somebody fake and you turn around and you come and say, boy, look, I'm hungry. I mean, you tell me a story. Right? You see? That's what the pastors do, they give us stories.
They're spiritually dead. Okay? Because here, they keep in the law and commandment, so the spirit of the Most High God is not in them. They don't know how to see. The book is sealed, and it is sealed unto all preachers
Mhm.
because
Then
they
chapter
can't,
2.
they don't keep the commandments. You know, they're not supposed to eat pork, fries, and all stuff. Okay, all of that is in the commandments, right? They're not supposed to shave off the dead. They're not supposed to fast and all this fast, but not also they ain't keeping the commandments, so this is supposed to be to them. They don't understand. They can't interpret this. Okay, so they're spiritually dead. They are dead.
You know, you see the same thing what you say just now when you go to the box and them, right? You tell them, they ain't nothing new, right?
Yeah.
Watch this James 2. And he started verse 14 and say, what does it profit, my brethren, though a man say he had faith and have not works, can faith save him? If a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, when the pastor tell you, man, you can get that. He don't get you, right? Watch this. Notwithstanding, you give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth it profit? What good that is you telling the man go and be filled if you ain't giving them bread to eat?
Yeah.
You see what they saying? What it is you telling them, man, go and be saved or go and sin no more, but you don't tell them what sin is, or you don't tell them the repercussions of it, or you don't tell them how to turn from it.
Mhm.
You see, they say it ain't just on a carnal level, meaning on a physical level, it's spiritual too. If I tell you, say, wait, don't do that, and I don't tell you why not to do it, or what would happen if you do it,
Yeah.
what profit me telling you not to do it?
Because I don't know what
You see what they saying?
that for.
That's like me telling you, like, come here.
Yeah.
If you ask a question, ask it. You see what they saying? The Lord say, like how I break down adultery, right?
Mhm.
If I tell you, boy, don't commit adultery, and you don't know what the fuck adultery is or what it about,
Yeah.
I can tell you not to do it. I have to explain to you what it is for you not to do it,
Do it.
or decide whether to do it or not.
Yeah.
See what they said? Like the brother just brought out when they eating the pork chop or whatever, right? Bring out the precept in the book of Leviticus, the dietary law. The Lord can tell us why not to eat these things.
Seven.
Go
7. You can start at 6.
ahead.
Start at 6.
Brother tell you, well, they had eating pork chop and thing, right? They explain it to you why we ain't supposed to eat those things. You see?
And that's why the reason why we suffer from gout, high blood pressure, okay? All of those chronic diseases. Okay,
Leviticus 11 and 6. 6 to 7.
Yeah, start at 6.
Got it?
go ahead. Yeah, okay.
It's Leviticus 11 and 6.
And because and go ahead.
And the heel, because he chewed the cud, but divided not the hoof, he is unclean unto you.
Right there, speaking about the rabbit.
Rabbit, right? Rabbit, rats, all those types of things, right?
Same family.
And the swine, though he divide the hoof and be cloven footed, yet he chewed not the cud, he is unclean to you.
Right, the swine, the swine is a pork. Is a hog.
Of their flesh shall ye not eat, and their carcass shall ye not touch. They are unclean to you.
Right, so the Lord don't even want us to touch their flesh. Don't even pet them.
Yes.
You see that?
This is Leviticus chapter 21, verse 5. And they shall not make baldness upon their head, neither shall they shave off the corners of their bed, okay, nor make any cuts in their flesh. And these are the laws he gives to us, the children of Israel. But then you still get these pastors with bald head, with face like baby and things. Only women and babies have bald face.
And the cuttings in the flesh going into tattoos and things. But again, all of us come from that type of lifestyle, but you see, before I come into this, I didn't know that. Buddy, I used to go to church all through my childhood. But pastor never teach me that when I go up, I go and get tattooed. Now, I come into this truth, and I realize what I did was wrong, but that's in my past life. I pray every day that the Most High forgive me for
You
that.
did not know.
No.
See, you did not know.
You see?
Who the
But the
white man?
body is the temple of the Lord.
We said the white man. What do they call them? The wicked, right? Psalm 17, verse 13. Arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. Okay, that's his see. And when he was born, when his father Isaac blessed him, because see, Jacob, whose name was changed to Israel, he got the birthright. He he supplanted Esau and got the birthright, which is salvation. Okay, which we will get when Christ returns. Okay, so Esau blessed him with the sword. So Psalm 13 said, 17 and 18, arise, O Lord, disappoint him, cast him down, deliver my soul from the wicked, which is thy sword. The white man, he used the white man as the sword. And that's why he enslaved us. And then he run the world today with his sword. He ruled in all the world in this nation because he was given the sword.
So let me ask
He
you,
have all
brother,
the military might.
you ever wondered what the Lord look like?
I know he's black.
What make you say that?
Huh?
What make you say that?
Because I just know it.
You just know
You,
it?
you just feel it in your blood. I just feel it.
So let me ask you
You
this.
see?
That picture what they have up inside the church with
But
the blonde hair, the blue eye.
I don't
Donna,
no.
you want me to show you where
That's
the
the
Bible
devil,
tell you
bro.
what he look like?
Revelation chapter 1, verse
You
14.
know that.
I know.
Okay.
I know. They say his hair was
His
something like
head and his
gold.
hair was white like wool,
Yeah.
and his eyes as white as snow.
His
Sorry,
hair white as
and his
snow.
hair is white as snow, and his eyes were like the flame of fire.
Slovakia, stop right there. As the flame of fire, his eyes was red. You know why his eye was red? Not because he didn't smoke dope.
Yeah.
He never used to smoke dope. His eye was red because he used to drink wine. He was
Right.
a wine bibber.
Right, and he been dealing with a lot of simple niggas.
Yeah, dealing with it's stressful. You see what I'm saying? So he had to take a little bib every now and again just for the stomach sake and feel good. He used to drink wine.
Like,
Yeah.
You see? All we is drink wine.
Yeah.
You see? You don't know.
and his feet was like fine brass. Okay, brass,
Fine brass, right? When you think of brass, you don't finish it.
the derivative of brass. Okay, as if it was burned in a furnace.
Now, if you take brass and you burn it in the furnace, what color can turn? Like like me and your complexion,
Yeah.
right? So if the Lord look like me and you, who the frig that is inside that church? Who is the worship it? I can tell you the name of the true power right now, the name of the Lord. The name of his father is Yahweh. And the name of the son who the world called Jesus is Yahweh Shai. Yahweh, Yah is he. Yahweh means exists
What to be.
or to be. That's the name of the Father. Yahweh Shai, Yah is he, and Yahweh Shai means deliver or deliverer. That's our deliverer.
Okay.
See what I say?
Revelation 1 verse 15 says feet was like fine brass as if it burned in the furnace, right?
Right. Your feet,
Listen.
Salak, right? Your feet like unto fine brass, yet the color of your foot and your face is the same color.
Okay.
All right.
Listen to what Paul say. For if he that cometh preacheth another Jesus, okay, another Yahweh Shai, whom we have not preached, okay, or if you receive another gospel which we have not received, that's the same Christian doctrine over there, okay, or if you receive another spirit which we have not received, you might well bear with it, okay. So this is what Paul's saying. If they come preach another Jesus, that's the Antichrist.
Everybody will
what
teach
you're
messing
over
them.
there.
White man is the savior, antichrist. Because again, they ain't preaching go to this. They're preaching corruption. They're preaching what they want. See, they preaching prosperity. How you can preach prosperity in a time where there's war right on the bridge? You weren't telling the people how to turn from it. You telling them about get rich and getting a new house and that. No, we ain't in them times of trying to build right now.
Yeah.
Remember
We are
in the days of Noah, right? When there's building houses, marrying and getting all that prosperity, what happened when the door shut? All that building thing was for nothing, right? But Noah, all the time Noah was building, he was warning them. Just like how we out here warning the people now, we building that spiritual ark and over. We warning the people. We ain't telling them to go there, build no big freaking house and all that shit. You see? We warning them that the Lord's coming back. And he's right there.
He tell you, he love houses, wife, mother, or more than me.
See the brother bring it right back over here. But that's what we out there preaching, but people enough time people call us crazy, people call us Muslims, but that ain't what we is. We Israelites.
Yeah.
We out there teaching the people,
The Bible.
our people, who we is. See what I say? When I say our people, meaning the Negroes, the Latinos, the Native Americans, the Haitians, they are people too. Moses was a Haitian, a lot of people don't know that. He's a Levite. They are people too. You see? That's what we
A gentleman, the same thing what you're doing. A gentleman makes living Kennedy's up. He's doing the same thing every Sunday.
Kennedy's up.
Yeah. You see, like when you go down the hill, like you head to the back, like heading to the roundabout, the Pinewood. Yeah. Every time you go to this big box with Bluetooth speaker, and you go there preaching, but let's go and listen to them too. You see? He's speaking sense, but he's a Israelite. Same thing, you see? Real, man.
You say you had one of the things you have to do, so
Yeah.
I don't keep it too long.
There's one of the brothers that come to here right now. I go to check him first.
Yeah.
God, you see?
Nah, but you take it done.
Nah, but
All right. Okay, then. All right. So with that, we're gonna give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Makakudash, Shalom, and the Bad Babal. Shalom.